Beyonce stood alone in the dimly lit room, her eyes fixed on the lifeless body before her. The silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the faint hum of the refrigerator in the kitchen. Beyonce's mind was a jumble of emotions, struggling to come to terms with the reality of the situation. She felt numb, disconnected from the world around her. As she gazed upon the body, memories began to flood her mind. Memories of laughter, of tears, of countless moments they had shared together. She remembered the way he used to make her laugh, the way he used to hold her hand. But now, he was gone. And Beyonce was left to pick up the pieces of her shattered heart. Beyonce felt a wave of grief wash over her, threatening to consume her. She took a step forward, her eyes fixed on the body. She reached out a trembling hand, hesitating for a moment before gently touching his face. It was cold to the touch, a stark reminder of the reality of death. Beyonce felt a shiver run down her spine as she withdrew her hand. Beyonce stood there for what felt like an eternity, her eyes fixed on the body. She was frozen in time, unable to move or think. But slowly, Beyonce began to stir. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of her grief settle upon her. She knew that she had to find a way to move forward, to find a way to heal. Beyonce took a step back, her eyes never leaving the body. She knew that she would never forget him, that he would always be a part of her. And with that thought, Beyonce began to move forward. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of her grief slowly begin to lift. She knew that it would take time, but she was ready to face the future, no matter how uncertain it may seem. As Beyonce turned to leave the room, she caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror. Her eyes were red and puffy from crying, but she saw a strength and resilience in her reflection that she had not seen in a long time. She knew that she would get through this, that she would emerge from this darkness stronger and more determined than ever. Beyonce took one last look at the body, then turned and walked away, ready to face whatever lay ahead. As she stepped out into the bright sunlight, Beyonce felt a sense of determination wash over her. She knew that she had a long and difficult road ahead of her, but she was ready to face it head on. She took a deep breath, feeling the warm sun on her skin, and began to walk forward, one step at a time.